I need to tell you something that might hurt. Most of you watching this right now will never scale past £30,000 a month. Not because you're not smart, not because you're not working hard, but because you're about to make the same fatal mistakes that kill 90% of Airbnb hosts who try to grow. I'm Luca Valle. My Airbnb business is over £100,000 a month. And in the next 8 minutes, I'm handing you the exact blueprint I used to get there. The one that eliminated 90% of my workload and turned my side hustle into a self-running empire. But here's the catch. If you don't implement this before 2026, you'll miss the biggest opportunity in Airbnb history. Let me show you why. Here's what everyone gets wrong about scaling. They think, if I have 3 properties making £3,000 each, I just need to get 10 properties to make 30K. Sounds logical, right? Wrong. That's not scaling. That's multiplication of chaos. What actually happens is this. You add property number 4, and suddenly you're working 80-hour weeks. Your cleaner quits. A pipe bursts at 3 a.m. Your review score drops because you can't keep up with the messages. And now you're making less money than when you had 3 properties because you're constantly putting out fires. I've watched hundreds of hosts hit this wall and quit entirely. The difference between the hosts stuck at 5K and the ones crushing £100,000 a month isn't the number of properties, it's the system architecture. Before you think about adding another unit, answer this question honestly. Could you disappear for 2 weeks right now and have everything run perfectly without you? If the answer is no, you're not ready to scale. You're about to sabotage yourself. Let me show you what you need instead. The 3 systems that separate amateurs from empires. Your income ceiling isn't determined by your hustle. It's determined by your operational efficiency. Think about it. A 5K a month host and a 100K a month host both have the same 24 hours in a day. The difference, a 100K host built systems that works without them. Here are the 3 non-negotiables. System 1, zero touch operations. This is your nervous system, the thing that makes everything possible. You need a channel manager. I use uplisting, but hospital and guesty work too. This is what connects all your listings across Airbnb, Booking.com. But here's where most people stop. They think a channel manager is just for calendars. Wrong. You need to automate. Instant check-in instructions that fire the moment someone books. Automated reminders 24 hours before check-in. Mid-stay messages asking if everything's okay. Checkout instructions with 1 click. Review requests that send automatically. Then you integrate Turno for cleaning. Your cleaner gets a notification the moment a guest checks out. They clean. They mark it done, you never touch it. One of my VA manages 12 properties and spends maybe 5 hours a week on it. The rest run itself. All of my VAs handle all properties. The rest runs itself. If you're still manually texting cleaners or typing Wi-Fi passwords to guests, you're working in your business instead of on it, and you'll never scale. System 2. Pricing that makes you money while you sleep. Let me ask you something brutal. How much money did you leave on the table last month? If you're setting prices manually, the answer is probably thousands. Here's what you need to understand. Your competitors are using algorithms that adjust pricing every single hour based on occupancy rates in your market, upcoming events, concerts, football matches, competitor pricing shifts, seasonal demand patterns, even day of week trends. While you're charging £120 tonight because it feels right, they're charging £180 because there's a concert on in town. Over a year, that's £15,000 in pure profit you just gave away. I use Price Labs. Set it once and it optimizes forever. My revenue jumped 28% in the first 60 days without adding a single property. System number 3, the delegation machine. This is a secret that separates hobbyists from empires. You need to document everything, and I mean literally everything. Exactly how a check-in happens, the cleaning checklist down to which products to use, how to handle maintenance requests, what to do when a guest complains. Why? Because the moment you have an SOP, you become replaceable. And that's the goal. When your cleaner quits, you hire a new one and hand them the SOP. They're productive on day 1. When you go away, your VA follows the SOP. Nothing breaks. The system is genius, not you. That's how you scale without losing your mind. If you lose a VA, the new one follows the SOP. Nothing breaks. The 4-stage roadmap to market domination. Now that you have the foundation, let's talk about the actual path to 100K plus. This isn't some motivational bullshit. This is the exact roadmap I followed and how I've helped dozens replicate. Stage 1, 10K a month. Proof of concept, 1 to 5 properties. Your only job at this stage is optimization, not growth. You need to prove your systems work flawlessly. That means hitting a 4.8 plus star rating minimum, getting your automations dialed in, perfecting your cleaning and check-in process. Most hosts skip these stages and scale too fast. They end up with 8 mediocre properties instead of 3 exceptional ones. Don't be that person. Master the fundamentals. Get obsessive about your guest experience. because your reputation is the only asset that matters long term. Stage 2, 30K a month, leveraging data, 6 to 10 properties. This is where you hire your first VA. Your VA handles guest communication, following your templates, coordinating cleans and maintenance, monitoring reviews and responding quickly. Meanwhile, you become a data scientist. You start tracking which properties have the highest profit margins, which amenities get mentioned most in 5-star reviews, what your average booking window is, where your guests are coming from. This data tells you exactly what to replicate when you add property number 7, 8, and 9. You're no longer guessing, you're engineering growth. Stage 3, 60K per month, partnership model, 15 to 25 properties. Here's where the game changes completely. You stopped renting properties. Instead, you approach landlords who are struggling with management and say this: I run a professional short-term rental business. I can guarantee you will achieve this much a month, and we do everything for you. We just take a 20% commission each month. I added 8 properties last month without renting a single one. My risk? Almost nothing. My upside? Unlimited. At this stage, you also start building brand consistency. Every property should feel like it's part of the same family. Similar design, similar amenities, similar positioning. You're not a host anymore, you're a hospitality brand. Stage 4, 100K plus a month, empire mode. 25 plus properties. This is where most people can't even imagine operating, but it's simpler than you think. At this level, your business runs itself. You have a team of VAs managing operations, automated pricing across your entire portfolio, SOPs for everything, landlord relationships locked in. Your only job is strategic growth, building your direct booking website to cut out Airbnb fees, launching targeted marketing to corporate clients and repeat guests, creating an email list of past guests you can market to, exploring revenue systems, Zapier integrations. This is true financial freedom. You're not trading time for money. You built an asset that generates cash flow, whether you're there working or not. The 2026 window, why you need to move now. Let me give you some context most hosts are completely blind to. Right now, between October 2025 and early 2026, we're in the middle of the biggest shift in the short-term rental market in a decade. Here's what's happening: the amateur purge. Regulations are tightening in big cities. Councils are bringing in new laws. The hosts who are barely scraping by, they're getting squeezed out. But professional operators with systems, insurance, and who know what they're doing, we're thriving. Less competition, same demand. Number 2, demand explosion. Post-pandemic travel behavior has permanently shifted. People don't want hotels anymore, especially contractors, traveling nurses, corporate relocation agencies. They need 30+ day stays in professional, reliable properties, and there aren't nearly enough hosts serving this market well. Number 3, algorithm favoritism. Airbnb's algorithm is favoring pro hosts hard right now. If you have multiple properties, consistent 5-star reviews, instant booking enabled, and fast response time, you're getting massive visibility boosts. The gap between professional operations and casual hosts is widening every single month. Here's the bottom line: if you build your system and start scaling now, you'll be a category leader by 2026. If you wait, you'll be fighting for scraps in an overcrowded market where the barrier to entry is 10 times higher. The window is open, but it won't stay open forever. I just gave you the complete blueprint for building a 100K plus Airbnb empire. But here's the truth: most people will watch this video, feel inspired for 10 minutes, and then do absolutely fuck all. Don't be that person. If you're serious about this, and if you actually want to turn this blueprint into real money, hit that subscribe button right now. Because in my next video, I'm showing you something even more crazy: how I helped Lewis get his first Airbnb deal within 4 weeks. I'm literally giving you the exact script we use to approach landlords and get rent-to-rent deals. This is the missing piece. Don't miss it. Subscribe now. This is Luca Valle. Let's build your empire before 2026.